So children, in last video we completed our 5th lesson, the fascinating world of birds. So today I draw the diagrams which are related to this lesson. So first of all I draw the different beaks. The first beak is a curved beak. So see children how I draw the curved beak. And this curved beak, it is a example of which bird? So curved beak is present in parrot. See, this one is a curved beak. When we draw curved beak, it is a very sharp one. See how is the curved beak, children? What parrot eat, children? Parrot eat what? Parrot can eat the guavas, chilies. So this one is a curved beak. Now next one is the crushing beak. Which bird has a crushing beak? Sparrow, pigeon. They crush the grains. Now I draw the crushing beak. So first of all, crushing beak. See, it is also like this crushing beak. Now you draw the head region of the sparrow. So it is a crushing beak. Got now how you draw crushing beak? Now the third one is the peering and tearing beak. So which bird has a peering and tearing beak? Eagle and vulture. What is the use of peering and tearing beak? So first I draw, children. See how to draw. So which bird? I will draw here eagle. Peering beak, it is a hook shaped. Peering beak, it is a hook shaped. By using that peering beak, the eagle, vulture, they can tear their food. So this one is a eagle. It is a hook shaped beak. Now the next one is the fourth one, shifting or straining beak. So this type of a beak, it is present in duck and swallower. Children, are you remember this beak is a how is the beak? It is a broad one. The beak is a broad one. Now I draw the duck. All swimming birds have a shifting and straining. See, this one is a broad one. Broad and flat beak, children. It is a broad and flat beak. And what it is had, children, on both sides? On both sides it has a holes. It works like a sieve. When the duck catch the fish, along the fish what comes? Mud, grass. These mud and grass, it's thrown away through this hole. That's why the beak is called as a straining beak. Got now, children? The first one is the curved beak. Which bird has a curved beak? Parrot. By using that curved beak, they can crack the hard nuts and seeds. Now the second one is the crushing beak. This type of a beak, it is present in sparrow and pigeon. By using that beak, they can crush the grains. They can crush easily. They can crush the grains. Now the third one is the peering and tearing beak. This type of a beak, it is present in eagle and vulture. It is a hook shaped. By using that beak, they can tear the flesh. Now the fourth one is the shifting or straining beak. It is present in all swimming birds, for example duck and swallower. It is a flat, broad one and it has holes on both sides. Now our fifth one, long and slender beak. In which bird the long and slender beak present? It is present in hummingbird. Children, The hummingbird what suck? The hummingbird suck the nectar from the flower. Now I draw the flower because these hummingbird suck the nectar, because nectar where present? Nectar is present in flower, and it has a long one. It is a long and slender beak. See, this one is a hummingbird and it has a long and slender beak. By using that beak, they can suck the nectar. They can suck the nectar by using that long and slender beak. They can suck the nectar. That's why the beak is called as a probing beak. Now the next one is the chiseling beak. This type of a beak, it is present in woodpecker. Now I draw the chiseling beak. This one is also long one. Children, this beak is also long one, but it is very sharp one. The beak is very sharp one, and by using that sharp beak, the woodpecker can make hole in a tree trunk. By using that beak, the woodpecker can make the hole in a. It is a long, sharp, chiseling beak. This one is okay. Now the next one, seventh, last type of a beak. It is a soft and broad beak. This type of a beak, it is present in swallow bird. So it is a very soft one, children. And the beak, when the bird, swallow bird, fly in the sky now, at that time it can catch the insect when they are flying, because their beak is a broad one and soft one. It is a swallow bird beak. So children, here we completed the 7 types of beak. So children, you only draw the all types of beak. Now the next one, I draw the diagrams related to the feet. The first one is a talons. Talons means what? The sharp, the birds which have a sharp toes with curved claws, these are called as a talons, and these are especially present in praying birds. For example, eagle and owl. So children, now I draw the talons. See, so all praying birds have talons, and children, all birds have a 4 feet. All birds have a 4 toes. 3 toes on a front side and 3 toes on a back side. See, 3 toes on front side and the one toe is on a back side. And these are the toes, and they have a curved claws. These are the horny claws. By using that horny claws, they can catch the prey. See, and these are called as a talons. Now the next one is the webbed feet. All swimming birds have a webbed feet. For example, duck and gulls. These birds have a webbed feet. Now webbed feet, these birds have a very short feet. These birds have very short and strong. Either they are short now, but they are strong. See, why the feet is called as a webbed? Listen. First of all, these birds also 3 toes front side. These are duck feet. Listen, this one is a duck feet. Okay, they have a very this one cloth, and their front toes are joined by a thin layer of skin. This one is a thin layer of a skin, and that thin layer of a skin, it is called as a web. So the bird are called as these birds have a webbed feet. Got now why they are called webbed feet? Because their front toes are joined by a thin layer of a skin. It is called as a web. So they are called as a webbed feet birds. For example, duck and gull. Now the next one, wading birds. Wading birds means what I tell children? The birds who walk in the water crane. They have a very long feet, and because of the long feet, they cannot spread their feathers, and their toes are widely spread. Their toes are widely spread. They are not near. They are widely spread, and so that they can easily walk in a mud region also. This is the feet of wading birds. Now the last one is the climbing birds. Climbing feet. This type of a feet it is present in parrot and woodpecker. Here I told now all birds have a 4 toes, 3 on the front and 3 on the back. But in climbing bird, 2 toes on the front side and 2 on the back side. Now I draw. See children, and you also draw these all diagrams. So I will draw the parrot feet. See how? Here 2 toes on back side, 2 toes on back side. Children. Now the next 2 toes on, next 2 toes on front side. So this is a climbing feet. So got natural. The fifth beak is a long and slender beak. Means by using that long and slender beak, hummingbird can suck the nectar. So it is called as a probing beak. Next one is the chiseling beak. It is also sharp one, sturdy. By using that beak, they can make the hole in a tree trunk. Now, last beak it is a soft and broad beak. It is present in swallow bird. By using the soft and broad beak, they can catch the insect when they are flying. Then we discuss. Then I draw the diagrams which are related to feet. First one is the talons. Talons means what? The bird which has the sharp toes with curved claws. These are talons. See, this one is a sharp toes and these are the curved claws. It is present in eagle, owl, vulture. Next one, webbed feet. This type of a feet it is present in duck and gull or all swimming birds. And these birds have a thin layer of a skin in between their front toes. It is called as a web and it is very useful to swimming. The next one, wading birds. These birds